A man in desperation, can't you help the situation?
Big up yourself every single time. Because this is episode 43.
Yeah.
And we're going to give you episode 44
Yeah.
on the following Monday.
Yeah.
Shot. Yeah. Shot. What you talking about? Smack. Yeah. Next shot. Yeah. Shot.
Sure.
Alright, I think it's going to lead into the next subject anyway. After watching this Untold Truth,
Ooh.
You went for
I'll
it.
be real. We'll go there. We'll get into that, man. We'll be for about an hour.
You went for it.
Yeah, we
Go on.
I didn't watch the whole thing.
maybe we don't have to.
I didn't watch it.
No, but after watching it,
Get.
I've been looking at this caffeine deal differently, and I don't think it is what we thought it was, and I don't think Smack's good with money.
You think?
Sounds weird.
You
No, no.
think?
Smack's not our CEO. Like, he doesn't run operations.
Yeah, I'm
by the way.
saying,
Smack's just he's the face.
He just I know this much,
He
yeah.
don't run operations.
But so obviously, I was watching the thing last night, and while who was before? It was while Pat and
Shine.
while Pat and Shine was battling. I started thinking things. I was like,
The battle was that boring. You started thinking about other things.
yeah. I was like,
Some of the shit I think about whilst you niggas rap.
yes, exactly that, and that came to mind. And I was like, good,
I
save the night
don't
for me.
hear you.
So I was thinking, where's Beasley?
Beasley was too
Who's this
busy
random voiceover?
recording.
Yeah. Huh?
Beasley runs operations.
Beasley was too busy
but who's
recording.
this random voice guy? Because why ain't Beasley doing it?
Jay Black.
Why are these not outside? Do caffeine really respect them?
What random voice?
Have they run out of
It
money?
was Jay Black. It was
The
Jay Black.
trailers.
No, it was
Oh,
Jay
the
Black.
trailers.
It was Jay Black.
That's what I'm thinking. Have they run out of money?
Yes.
Because the battlers are getting worse,
I'll tell you why.
Beasley was
right?
too
The
busy
venues ain't
to
making
record the
sense.
voice
For
overs.
the cameramen are getting cheaper, right? Because who was it? Remember, it wasn't Gnome. It was what was the event where they was doing circles round?
Like Market Media.
No.
It might have been the one before. It might have been Madness. It might have been.
It might have been Ultimate Madness. There's a cameraman who was on job, going round the battlers while they was battling.
Oh, the clips and Geechee
That was SMX. That was SMX.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah,
That was the
because-
best shot.
Right.
Pay-per-view still. Yeah.
Look at the set look at everything about that event, and look at every event after that.
They ran out of money.
They spent all the money.
So you're saying that Beasley made
tell
them
you what
run
money
out
is,
of
though.
money?
I don't think Beasley did.
Kings vs Kings was nice.
Kings vs Queen, yeah.
No, the money is.
I just saw it.
You know what the money is? I'll tell you what the money
I was
is.
shocked.
I'll tell you what the money is. How much battlers have got caffeine shows?
Everyone, bro.
And they ain't for free.
Bruv, Easy the Block
I'll
Captain's
tell you why
got
for
one.
free.
Mike
Because
P's
there's no
got
way
one.
Surfing
Two
at
Surfers
home
got one.
to got caffeine for
Rock
just
Watts
no money.
got one.
Surf,
DNA's got
DNA,
one. K-Shine.
Rock,
I don't think-
Jazz,
I don't
good,
think-
40.
You know what? I think
Jazz.
it might be free.
I don't think that's what
Official.
I think they gave them the exposure line. That's what I think.
Surfing it, but surfing the exposure, bro.
Exposure.
Bruv, aside from that,
Now there's Rock, now there's
even
DNA.
media platforms have got one. Shout out, let's talk about
They're getting paid.
They've got one.
Battlers are getting paid 100%.
I don't think they
Black Compass Media have got one.
all of them.
All them lot that are getting paid on there is not going to be enough to run out their budget.
Yeah, for real.
They're not going to get paid that much. And the money that they'll make via streaming and stuff
I don't
like
think it's
that,
that much. If anything.
regardless or not, it's not going to be enough for them to be like,
wasting
oh,
money.
right,
But
I'm
don't
broke.
you think it's a bit of a coincidence to bring this to the Chris
I'll be surprised.
the Chris Unbias and the Norbes interview? Don't you think it's a bit of a coincidence that URL got rid of Norbes exactly when the caffeine deal started?
Yeah, but at the same time, remember, don't forget, Norbes is fucking up shit. Twerk's
yeah,
beating them up in
yeah.
the events. Sometimes you have to cut your losses. After how many years of bullshit,
Well,
I say enough's enough.
What? One thing. All right. Obviously,
That's not to say he didn't bring any positives.
Of course he
all
brought
right.
positives.
Let's do this because obviously we don't want to get too deep into
of
into
course
this.
he brought
What we
positives.
want to do is let's go around from each person
Yeah.
and they give their piece. Let's say like a minute each of like what they think about this whole interview. Mups, give a minute piece here of what you think from concluding on you watching this interview.
I'm gonna try and keep it less than a minute, and I'm just gonna say after watching it, obviously there's two sides to every story, and what I have gathered from this is obviously Norbes isn't 100% innocent, and he's not telling 100% truth. What I can gather, it's like if this is how I look at things. Yeah, let's say Fly says to me, "Yo, Mops, Chris and them man are thinking they don't like the videos and they're gonna move in another direction."
Yeah.
I'm not gonna even talk to you about that. I'm not even gonna think about it.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
because you have to come to me with that yourself. But you see, if we was in the middle of filming or after filming, you go, yeah, do you know what? Yes, I was looking at X's thing. I like the way their thing shot.
Yeah.
I go, Them man are either trying to move in this direction or they want me to emulate that. But
facts.
that conversation hasn't been had. Now, when I look at the whole caffeine thing, I see it as, according to what Norbes has said, they had financial difficulties. This is the long and the short of it. I bought all this talent. There's a financial struggle and a power struggle within the URL. They think they're going to go in this direction. We want to go in that direction. And you don't fit the mold. Their financial backer is fed up. Some of you do not know how to manage money and you're too busy trying to be famous than actually run a company. And this new opportunity has arisen.
Okay.
And they've gone, yeah, this makes sense because it's a bag. I don't think anyone's looked at the paperwork of the bag properly. And maybe Norbes would be the only person who is greedy enough to look at the paperwork properly. And to save him saying, nah, this don't make sense, let's get rid of him. But I feel that now, after the Norbes introduced this potential lawsuit, Caffeine have gone, what? You lot want to do who? Yeah, until you sort that out, don't ask for us. Don't ask nothing from us. And that's why I think production value's gone down. That's me done.
That's a good take, though.
Cheeks, what do you think about it?
Okay. Just from understanding, I think I can only speak more on the caffeine deal.
Of course,
and I feel like there's. First of all, it is very interesting how Drake was involved in this caffeine deal, and we haven't heard of him since.
Mine is the first day. Yeah.
That's something. That's interesting, not just on Caffeine's behalf, but also on Drake's behalf, especially him being involved in the KOTD when they went back in the day when he was investing a lot of money into them. I think with the whole situation, I feel like when big contracts get involved, some man just have to get cut, and unfortunately, situations happen, and some people. As much as they might play a certain part, there's a reason why they're cut.
That's a fact.
Now, whether the reason is good enough or not, that's up for debate.
Yeah.
But from how it seems, he didn't seem like the best person in terms of dealing with people. And as much as he has helped a lot, I'm sure that he's done a lot of fucked up stuff that makes them be like, yeah, you're not getting involved in it. Especially in this deal. I'm sorry, we're gonna have to cut you out. But at the same time, it's like it might be on Smacked or URL's business as well, where they might do shoddy dealing, and they didn't deal with him and getting him let go as well as they should have as well. So I don't know. I think both have to take accountability in this situation, and that's why that's why this is where it is now. Anyway.
Just to briefly touch on the Norbes situation, I think we've kind of seen over time, even before this whole situation occurred, Norbes has been involved in a lot of drama, whether it's been with other URL staff or other battle rappers. I remember that battle rapper that chased him around the grill and all that stuff like that. And for me, it's like I understand he probably has been swindled a bit, which doesn't surprise me, but at the same time, I don't have any sympathy for him, innit?
Can I counteract? I'll be obviously
Go.
I hear the swindle by a bit, but again, obviously, I've only heard Norbes bit, innit? Yeah.
You haven't heard?
No, only his bit.
Okay.
You remember, Smack was on the streets. A lot of these battle rappers, Norbes was getting your verbs, your big T's.
Yeah.
He made Rex and Math happen. So if I'm not saying 40 million, because that's a ridiculous amount, innit?
Yeah.
But if he asks for an amount, they need to be saying, you know what? You nice man. Like, here you 100%.
Go. What I was gonna say is,
no.
I can totally understand.
But you lot are now moving like fuck him. What? Get nothing. It's like, hold on. I found a lot of stuff for you, man.
Yeah,
like, a lot. I got these battle rappers in. Yeah. Smack. All you knew was Rex.
Yeah.
That first event that you looked through, I brought them man through. Yes, Norbes has done a lot of fuck things, and he's been slimy. I agree, but. You can't now deny what he has done for your role.
No, I'm not denying what he's done. End of the day, I'm not saying he doesn't have any right to feel entitled. Of course he's going to feel entitled because as we've seen, he's brought a lot of talent to URL. But what I'm saying is he's also done a lot of sly shit, bro. It's all speculation, but at least from how I perceive the situation, he's done slight shit. Allegedly,
If
innit?
you watch a lot of battle raps, a lot of man say Smack's done shady business and no one brought it to light. It's only because a lot of Norbes business has brought it to light. True.
Cool. Yeah,
But then
I
with
hear
that
you, but
being
let's
said-
let's focus on the Norbes situation. Like, now I don't want to say my piece, but I'm saying, like, let's focus on Norbes' part now, as opposed to just bringing in, because you're right. There are a lot of people has said that about Smack, but right now,
But then that's
we're
why
talking about.
But go by what Norbes has said.
End of the
then.
day, there's bare intricacies that
We've
we
got to
don't
agree with
see,
Norbes
though,
then,
bro.
technically, no?
There's
No,
bare, but
no,
what I'm saying
in a
is, there's
sense.
bare intricacies that we don't see, bro.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
I
yeah.
even see on Twitter, bro. Briz come out and said something about Norbes was the first person to hit my phone. If Briz and URL were on good terms, do you think he would have said anything? He wouldn't have said a word, bro.
Yeah, and
so
and
this
then
is
you
what
have
I'm saying,
people
bro.
like
You can't.
you have
You can
people
take a
like
pinch of
Calico,
salt,
though.
bro.
Yeah, you have people like Calico. You have other battle rappers that say Norbes ain't done this, Norbes ain't done
That's what I'm
that.
saying.
Listen, yeah, and also when these situations happen, when you're like, you owe me this amount of money because of what I did. Sometimes man will be like, bruv, you know why we let you go, and I feel like there might be certain things
100%.
that's happened where it's just like, big man, you know why we're not gonna say it, but we know why we're letting you go.
Spoke about it the other day.
That's
And
why
the
though.
reason why we let you go is because of stuff that we're not gonna say. So you bringing in this thing into the public, you're now making us look crazy. But we might even be trying to save you.
And that's the thing, bro. And even I'm not end of the day, I'm not in nobody's favor. But also another thing as well, in regards to, because we briefly mentioned the twerk and Norbes situation.
Yeah.
You watched the whole interview.
Yeah.
Did Norbes address that head on at all?
What?
The twerk situation.
What? As in that he was in the wrong?
Not really.
Did he address
He
it
was in the wrong, but he
like
did-
head on
Not
and
really.
say
Nah,
this
Only
happened?
because we asked him. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
This is what I'm saying, bruv. So how can you go in? I'm not saying you specifically,
Yeah.
but how can someone watch that video and be like, "No, you're raw, fucked up, man"? How can they do that to Norbes, bruv? They owe him this, they owe him that, they owe him
Norbes
everything.
never just-
I'm not
what
saying he
don't
shouldn't
think
feel
he should-
entitled because he has brought talent, but end of the day, bruv, this guy's done a lot of shit that he hasn't even addressed, bro. So how can you then bring it to the public, but you're not giving them the whole picture, bruv?
But
Right,
fair though,
accountability.
but fair though, 9 out of 10 people aren't even siding with Norbes. It's a thing of give him what he's owed and cut your ties. No one's saying that Norbes like,
Yeah.
bro, did you get it?
That's
Like,
literally that.
Everyone like,
Yeah.
bro, like for me, it's Norbes says you are a slime ball with twerk, you're fucked up, you didn't address it, but give him what he's owed and cut your ties. That's it.
But this is what I said. He
You
has a
now-
right to feel entitled.
You've
He
now
has a
allowed
right to
this to
feel
come to the
entitled.
public. You could have said, Norbes, hold that meal, that's it, no more. You've now allowed him to speak about it in public.
And again,
You couldn't nip it in the bud
and again, it's
ages
still
ago.
all speculation because
No,
we don't
I
know the
agree.
exact amount
True,
that.
true.
Because let's be
Exactly.
honest,
True,
there's no
true,
way
true,
Norbes
true,
just
true.
said to Beasley, "Bro, bust me some peas and I'll mind my business." He
True,
probably
true,
had a
true.
certain amount in his mind, and even though they probably didn't handle it properly, them are probably like, "What? You want that, bruv? Fuck this guy, bruv." Like, so
Yeah.
end of the day, we don't know the details.
Yeah.
This is what I wanted to say.
Just real
like,
quick, sorry. What was the speculated
Amount.
40 mil.
No, no. I'm
Norbes
not talking
is
about what
suing
he's
for
suing them
40
for.
mil.
I'm talking about the amount initially when he spoke to them.
He didn't even know, he said. He didn't even know.
He didn't know.
He had no figure in his head.
Beasley,
I thought it was a lawyer that- yeah.
Beasley said to him, "We'll sort you out," but then he didn't hear anything.
Yeah,
then a
yeah,
relative
yeah.
of his died, and then Beasley got back to him. So
No,
they
hold
spoke
on.
briefly.
You're missing my point. How much money did they get from Caffeine?
Oh, we don't know. We don't
How much money
know.
did
We don't
nobody
know.
knows? Nobody knows.
We just know it's a
Supposedly,
multi-million
it's meant to be
deal.
like
It's
118 mil or something
It's
like
worth,
that.
but we don't know what they got.
But
Yeah.
what's been
Usually
written
where
is
it's
a
worth is what
multi-million.
you get. We
Supposedly
estimate the
that's what it's
value
meant
of
to be,
this.
yeah.
We'll put this much money into that. You get alright, cool. So let's say, for argument's sake, URL got 20 M's. Yeah, that's a reasonable number compared to what's speculated. You split ties with me. I'm originally 1/4 of this team, but not on paper.
Yeah.
Safe. I'm not necessarily saying you got to give me 5 M's, but you should do because that's me getting my cut.
Respectfully.
But you're supposed to at least drop me an M. And if you're not dropping me the M, then I have to go for a crazy number just so that you have to negotiate my number.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. This is the whole point of why the civil lawsuits are in place in America in the first place, to sort out issues like this. We don't know the amount URL have incoming into their accounts. Norbes and URL obviously didn't have a contract for every single situation that they have. So the amount that Norbes is known is subjective. There's not an actual figure that was agreed before the service was done. So this is the whole point of why you need a judge to decide. So whether Norbes done something slimy or not, URL decided to go in another direction without Norbes. So whatever the reason why Norbes was let go, the compensation that Norbes is owed
Is
was always
entitled
going to be
to.
up to the air. It was always going to be up in the air. They're always going to need a third party, a judge or a lawyer or someone to adjudicate and
100%,
agree.
100%.
Norbes decided, I'm not going to be able to negotiate with you, man, one-to-one. I'm just going to have to take it to court.
Which is understandable. That's
he
understandable.
knows if I make this public and I'm suing URL, the perception is if I'm suing URL, URL must have done something bad.
100%.
Therefore, I'm going to look
very
favorably.
it's
in the public
strategic,
eye.
innit?
It's
It's
very
strategic.
strategic when it's a really normal situation that happens all the time. But the way Norbes has done it has made it to his. You know, if I'm Norbes, I'm going to do the same thing. I want to make URL
Yeah,
look
of
as
course.
bad as
If I've
possible,
spoken to Beasley
so I can
privately
get the most amount of money.
and he's telling me I'm gonna bust you something, and then I don't hear from him, and then randomly my relative dies, and he's sending his condolences. Bro, where's the P? You
Norbes is going to do what he's going to
Just
do to get the
randomly.
most amount of money, Alan.
There was a guy named Shooter.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Certified shooters.
All Shooter wanted was his hotel and travel money back,
Yeah.
and to get you compensated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For a tournament that he won.
So did Yoshi.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and his prize winnings too.
Yeah.
And he hasn't been given his stuff.
No.
And this.
We don't know if he's not got it yet, though.
No.
Well, I don't know. At the point in time, it was under 5K by the sounds of things,
Yeah.
and they didn't even want to give him one.
You see, this is why though, Marks. You know when people say, "Oh, URL must have got 5 mil," I'm like, brother, we don't know what they might have got. Nothing. The deal could have been. You know when the press conferences, the press releases, we're investing 130 million in the company. This could be is we're bringing 100 M's of equipment to shoot your battle.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it is. I'm saying
pay
we.
your workers,
I'm
because
saying
revenue.
is. I'm saying is we don't know how much URL got. They might have got one bag.
No,
bro.
or
you know like that.
we don't know the deal. We just know
We
that
don't
the
know the
deal
deal.
is worth. It's a multi-million.
It's a multi-million deal, but
at the end
it's
of
not.
the day,
It's not that URL got a cash in. We don't know.
no
Maybe they
one,
did,
no
maybe they
one,
don't.
no one
knows.
gets a lump sum of hairs. This
Exactly.
is a deal
don't work
that
like
sits
that,
for
bro.
this amount of years. Here's all the money now.
It don't work like that.
Nothing
bro.
like that happens.
Just because the press release says 100 M's, it don't mean URL getting 100. It might mean, you know what? There's slots for shows on here. So over the next 5 years, we want 20 battle rappers to do shows. So we'll give them this amount of money. Over 5 years, it's going to add up to 100 mil. That doesn't mean URL getting 100 mil. You know, like that. So all of these things are going to be worked out in court by the judge. They're going to see their paperwork, and the judge going to find out. We're not going to find out, bro.
In addition, the deal could have been something like this. Hey, Battle on the Roof, we want to take your podcast on. We're gonna invest 100,000.
100 M's, nigga.
Yeah.
That might mean they buy
Wait,
100,000. They might mean I'm going to buy a studio that's going to cost 100,000. Now
Hold on,
100,000.
hold on.
Get me?
Hold on.
Yeah, a penny,
Right?
Or, or marketing budget of that amount.
Yeah, exactly.
No, hold on. So
You
they
ain't
say
get
that
a
to you,
penny.
you're like, okay, sick. All right, safe. Then they go, right. So now we don't need to do it in this studio anymore. We need to do it in this one in central London. Okay, cool. And we know you've got the shooter. We'll keep him off camera, but what we need to do is make our guy shoot it. And you're like, okay, that's a bit weird. We have a conversation like, oh, actually, it works out easy. They'll still put it out same day. Sick, all the quality. Then later on, a month down the line, you get an invoice for like 5K. Oh yeah, that was for the cameraman for the month. That was for the. Oh shit! Hold on, whoa, wait. So we gotta pay for this.
Facts, yeah.
Yeah, that's what the 100. Yeah, but that's what this money was for. And when we recoup, then you get like.
Yeah, exactly. We don't know what this deal was.
That's what they could have got.
So Norbes is just trying to get the most he can get. Of course he will, legacy.
Yeah.
But that's why I was only trying to speak on what we've seen, which was Norbes' interview, and I'm
yeah,
saying
of course,
there's just bare like gaps in what he was speaking
Yeah.
about,
Oh, yeah.
left out hella shit. So
You have to remember.
It does.
This is why I said there's two sides to every story, and I don't listen to everything that's said.
That's why I agreed with you.
All I do is
There's three
listen to
sides.
what you say, and then I look at the situation and see what I can understand from it. And I'm
Yeah.
saying I don't think they got that much money, and I don't think they got the deal they thought they were gonna get. But I also feel like they've run out of money.
Well, what I was trying to say, what I was trying to put a point is that this situation
too many heavy hitters.
is very normal when you don't agree on a contract beforehand. Like it happens all the time. Just because Norbes didn't have, say, I'm bringing News Urgent to work, for twerk coming here, you have to pay me 100,000. That didn't happen. There was obviously.
Of course not.
So this is why the court case has to happen, whether he done slam stuff or not. It has to happen.
And
because
then-
it's left
And
now.
also-
the judge needs to come and say, "All right, cool. This
I've
is what you
heard
want.
this,
This is
I've
what
heard this."
And
is what's
Yeah,
happening."
do you know what the thing is, Mops? It's
Exactly,
easier to say
exactly.
things in hindsight, bruv. But end of the day, watching the interview, there was hella shit going on before they even decided to part ways with him, bro.
Hella shit.
So he should have patterned himself up way before it got to that, bruv. Or at least
but it's
attempted
also
to.
a case of like, at no point, like, there's nothing saying apart from a gentleman's agreement between us. I don't
Nothing
have
there,
You
yeah,
could
nothing,
change
yeah.
cameraman tomorrow.
They were
Yeah,
working
but
with
what I'm saying
someone
is-
else,
And
man,
URLs, boy.
Like little things, like, do you know when he spoke about? Do you know when he spoke about the little event that he couldn't get in?
We don't know.
Do you remember?
Yeah.
When he spoke about the little event where Chico couldn't get him in and
And
that,
they
bro.
don't remember
That should
Chico
ring
wins.
alarm bells, bro. Like,
what North
hold
about
on,
now, North
I'm meant to be one of 4, bruv, and you're telling me I can't get into an event with my boy. But you're funny enough, he said K Shine as well. He's like, you're telling me K Shine can come in with his brethrens and that, but I can't come in. From then, that should ring alarm bells, bro.
yeah, of course.
Patting yourself from then, bro. But he waited.
No, but then, alright, cool. So at that point, you ask back, cool, give me a contract. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
you can't
but
now come and say, give me paper to sign now. After all that.
No. I'm
all
not.
these
But,
years.
that's very simplistic, though. I'm not saying as straightforward as give me paperwork.
No, but you know what I mean,
But what I'm
like-
saying is, 100%. But address the situation. Don't just be like, no, that's slight. I don't fuck with Chico. I don't like Chico, but I'm gonna carry on doing what I'm doing.
then-
You're a donut, bruv.
No,
like, if I'm
being
being honest,
but think of it this way though.
Some serious peace.
that's what I'm saying, bro. Like,
all right, but check it on another level. I know, I'm moving mad. Yeah.
are we talking about Chico now?
Yeah. Let's say Chico, Smack, whatever. Chico,
Yeah.
Smack, and Beasley are boys.
Okay, yeah.
It's like you three are boys. I'm the outsider.
I think Beasley was more his guy than anyone else.
I know,
to
but
Norbes.
you know me. But them lot were boys, and then he knows Beasley.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna talk to Chris about you and Fly. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's no real money in this, right? It's like I've brought in all these people. All the talent that's on the cards is mine, but I don't have them signed to a contract for me.
Okay.
They're signed to a URL contract, and by our agreement, I'm a part of the team. If I go and start, man, what's going on with this? I need paperwork to, bro. Just look, here what? We got 5K in the account. We split that 4 ways. Take your, what is that?
One something. One, two.
Take your 1,200.
and
call it a day.
Have it with a smile and keep it moving.
Yeah.
Basically. Yeah.
Those are the things he's looking at. That's his options. So you got to look at it like, do I continue getting paid, or do I rock the boat?
I'll be real though. I think he gets a decent amount of money still.
He's going to get
once
Norbes.
Yeah.
Oh, he will get a decent.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
I don't know.
How decent is decent?
We don't know. Because listen,
Couple M's.
it's not as if Norbes has been getting nothing for 5 years.
Nah.
The judge might say you've been
He'll-
getting paid a
No,
sufficient amount. We don't know.
he'll get money.
Yeah,
of course.
Yeah, of course.
He'll get
He's gonna
money,
get money,
and
bro.
and then the whole thing will just move on.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Simple as that.
What he's doing,
So
he's
we'll see.
milking it right now.
Of course.
And he's putting
Trying to get
together,
my most, isn't it?
yeah, like this documentary helps with his case.
Yeah.
Like, all of this stuff
Massively.
just helps with him, innit? So
Do you know what? Not
he's
to
just doing
mention.
the most that
Not
he
to
can.
mention
Unbiased.
the 100 PG battles that are on YouTube.
It was a good interview still.
Where
I can't
Norbes is
lie.
hosting all of them, and he's run the event.
And obviously-
Bagger battles on YouTube.
Obviously,
So
last
he's
week
got,
cut off. Obviously, I'm not sure if it's true, but I heard the rumors that obviously that Smack was obviously trying to pay Rex to say that Norbes didn't start the first event.
Rex said,
now,
"Nah,
obviously, if that does come to light in the thing, court be like, hold on, why are you trying to hide that?
That looks mad. Still.
Yeah,
Look, like it does look mad, doesn't it?
No, it's very mad.
best friend goes.
But that's the end of that
You
conversation.
see, for all these
What
battle
was the- what was the
rappers,
Chris Unbias
no,
said?
you see all these battle rappers, yeah. None of them better not turn up to that court case.
Okay.
None of the battle rappers can turn up to that court case.
I know what you're saying. I know why you're saying that.
It don't matter.
I know why
if
you're
you've got-
saying that.
They're never
Because
gonna
snitching.
battle
Because the snitching,
ever
basically.
again.
Yeah,
Snitching.
even
It's
if you
snitching.
got
On
the
URL,
silver
so I
bullet,
say.
bro, like you better just stay out of this
Never
one.
all about you
Cool,
or
let's go
whatever
to
again.
It's easy for the judge.
It's got his Born Legacy 11 cards.
Jesus.
A man in desperation. Can't you help the situation?